Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my Outriders skill build video. Today we're going to take a look at the Devastator seismic build. Alright, so before we continue on with this build, I want to say that this is tier 15 viable. However, you will not rarely get gold on tier 15 with this build. It does not have enough damage to clear maps quickly enough. However, the survivability of this build is through the roof. It is the tankiest build I have done so far. And more than likely, you will be getting silver in most tier 15 maps. But do keep in mind that even getting silvers on tier 15 is still better than getting gold on tier 14. Alright, so let's continue. Skills wise, we are going to be using Boulderdash. You charge forward, dealing damage along the way, and end with a ground pound, which also deals damage. This is going to be your main source of damage for this build. Then we have Earthquake, which you punch the ground and sends a wave forward in a conal direction. So the further the enemy is away, the wider the range of this skill is. So if you aim it accordingly, you can hit a lot more targets from further range. This is going to be your buffing skill. This will buff Boulderdash's damage. So you want to be using this before hitting a target with Boulderdash. Then we have Gravity Leap. This jumps you into the air and throws you in an enemy, slamming into the ground, dealing a significant amount of damage in an area nearby. This will also be buffing Boulderdash's damage. I hope you're seeing a theme here. So, you'll be wanting to start off with a Gravity Leap into an enemy, followed by an Earthquake, followed by Boulderdash. That is going to be your skill cycle. And as you can see, the cooldown of each is accordingly. So if you start off with Gravity Leap, go into Earthquake, go into Boulderdash. By the time Boulderdash finishes, Gravity Leap should just be going off cooldown. Then you can repeat the cycle once more. Let's take a look at our passives. We are going, like I said, Seismic Shifter build. So take all the path that gives you cooldown reduction. Ignores all the node that does bleed damage. And get your Earth's Heritage. Now, this is a debatable skill for me, but there is really no better slot to put this skill point into, so might as well improve Earthquake's damage a little bit, because we're using it anyways. You can, however, socket this into more survivability in terms of leech, in terms of resistances, if you want to, but I don't feel like you need to, because I barely take damage. I shouldn't say that. I am capable of surviving on tier 15 without more resistance. So, since this build lacks DPS, might as well get a little bit more. You also have to get the skill Sentry, allowing you to get 20% more armor and resistances when you use or when one of your skills end. This is the end of your Boulderdash, the end of your Seismic Leap, the end of your Earthquake. All of those will proc this, so you should always have Skill Sentry up at all times. Then you will need Protected by the Anomaly with your extra skill points. This will improve your armor by 40% of your anomaly power. This is an anomaly power build, so this will give you a significant boost in armor. Then with your extra point, you will put into Pure Anomaly. This will let you pierce 15% of the enemy's resistance, allowing you to do more anomaly damage to them. The remainder of your points will be going into the middle tree or the middle line, getting max health, armor, and more max health along the way, allowing for even more survivability. Then you will want to go up and get into the fray, increasing your damage mitigation by another 15% for 10 seconds after using a kinetic skill. You have two kinetic skills. You have Boulderdash and Gravity Leap. So, using these skills, you will have an additional 15% damage reduction on top of your already really high damage reduction, allowing you to top out at roughly about 95% damage reduction from all damage source. You heard me correctly, 95% damage reduction. trust me, you'll be still taking quite a bit of damage, but a lot less so than other class. And this lasts for 10 seconds, and if you remember correctly, the leap has a cooldown of 10.1, and the Boulderdash has a cooldown of 5. You should always have Into the Fray up at all times. Then, with your final remaining point, you will put into Perpetual Motion. This will decrease the cooldown of your leap and Boulderdash by 15%, allowing you to use it even more. Alright, let's take a look at our items. Now, if you remember from my previous skill videos, I usually say that your weapons don't matter. Well, unfortunately in this build, your weapon does matter. You'll be wanting to find the guillotine or a really strong shotgun in its place. The reason why you need the guillotine is because built into it is radiation splash. You need this. This is how you apply vulnerable to enemies in a nearby area. So, how you do is you gravity leap into an enemy, you blast them with a shotgun, reload, size, or cast earthquake, then Boulderdash into them. And that is going to be your cycle. You will also want to mod onto the gun, Kinetic Stomp. This is another one of your DPS skill. Surprisingly, even to me when I started building this skill, or this build, is that Kinetic Stomp is your third most DPS skill in the entire build. That shocked me too. So you will definitely gonna need that in your build somewhere. Oh, and also I didn't mention this, so I'll mention it now, as I am going to talk about. Your legendary set that you will be needing is Seismic Commander, which allows you to deal 50% more damage to any target that is currently bleeding. And that is going to be the theme of this build. You are going to cause a lot of bleeding, and you're going to smash some faces in with Boulderdash. Surprisingly, even to me, bleeding is your second most DPS ability in your entire build. So, that's good. For a build that doesn't focus on bleeding at all, bleeding actually does a ton of damage. What do you know? Built into the helmet is Blood Shock, which inflicts bleed whenever you hit something with Earthquake. Modded onto it is Despair. You need this, because when you hit an enemy with Gravity Leap, they will take 1.5 times more anomaly damage for 5 seconds. So you leap into an enemy, all following damages you do from your skills and bleed will be dealing, well, 1.5 times more damage. Your armor set, or your armor, built into it is Earth Legacy, increasing the Earthquake skill range by 60%, allowing you to apply bleed to further away enemies. And bleed will more than likely kill smaller targets, so this is actually a great ability to have. You need to replace whatever other ability in this chest with Primal Chain. Every enemy damaged by the skill increase its damage by 10% for 3 seconds. This actually works if you hit a single target enemy multiple times. So remember those big bad bosses? Well, you want to aim your Boulderdash straight into their body. It will hit them approximately 3 times before the skill ends. So that is 30% more damage on a single target, and it'll allow you to charge through mobs and mobs of enemies, and you will watch their bodies explode like popcorn. It is a beautiful sight indeed. Then, on the legs, built innately into it is Tainted Blood. Obviously, this is a skill build, bleed build, so you will want Tainted Blood on it, as it will let you do an additional 25% more damage to bleeding targets. Alongside the set itself, it's 75% more damage to bleeding targets. That is a huge damage boost. Modded onto it, you will need Primal Weakness, which permanently reduces the resistance of all target enemies by 50% when you hit them with Boulderdash. This, combined with your already high resistance piercing, will allow you to pierce 80% of a target's resistance. That's a lot. This is how you will be doing a lot of damage with Boulderdash in this build. On your elite glove, you will want to find the Trinity stats of anomaly power, status power, and cooldown reduction. Innately built into this one is primal gunning, but you can switch it out for any, well, of the other crafted mods that I have talked about so far. But this one allows Boulderdash to inflict bleed onto all targets that it hits. Boulderdash inflicting bleed allow it to deal more damage itself. So just in case for those enemies that don't have bleed on them yet, Boulderdash will also inflict bleed on them. Modded onto this one, we have Primal Constitution. This is how you will survive in tier 15. You need this mod in your build somewhere. It will increases your max health by 4,000 roughly for 10 seconds, and it stacks up to 5 times whenever your Boulderdash hits an enemy. This will bring your 2,400 or to 24,000 HP all the way up to roughly 5,000 or no, 52,000 HP. That's a lot. That'll allow you to survive those one-hit kills that I complained so much about when making the Pyromancer. Then on your boots, you will want Primal Rage and Primal Knuckle Duster. Primal Rage reduces the cooldown of Boulderdash by 50%. Since this is your main DPS, you need it to go off cooldown fast. Then Primal Knuckle Duster increases the Boulderdash damage by 100,000 damage. It is your main DPS, so you might as well increase it all the way. Alright. Thank you guys for watching another one of my skill videos. If you find it interesting, please leave a subscribe, as it took me so long to find the set for this and actually find a combo of skills that actually work for tier 15. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and the rest of the video will be me running a tier 15 map. So hopefully you stick around for that to see how the build actually works. If not, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Alright, so for those of you that are sticking around, let's run a tier 15 map. Ooh, I can do Scorched Lands, but I feel like I've been doing Scorched Lands a lot. Scorched Land is, in my opinion, the best grinding map in the entire game. So, you know, let's do it. I always do Scorched Land when it's up, and as you can see, I actually haven't run this on tier 15 yet. So this will be an experience for me too. I have been able to do tier 15 on 3 other maps, so I'm hoping I'll be able to do it on this one too. Probably not gonna get gold though. It does give you 20 something minutes on this map, so maybe I'll actually get gold. We'll see. Get gibbed. As you can see, your shotgun does a ton of damage also. Remember to always reload after every shot. Your shotgun is not meant to be emptied, so reload it whenever you can. Love it when a small group of mobs like that cluster up. Now, The shotgun isn't the one that's doing damage. It is the seismic ability that I suck it onto the shotgun that's doing damage. The worst enemy in the game is this right here. Okay. This build is not meant to kill those things easy. Oh, I should also mention that when the skill is being charged, and by that I mean seismic leap, you are immune to damage, I think. I mean, at least I haven't. Oops. I haven't actually taken any damage while trying to cast it yet. Five minutes to take care of that. That's actually pretty okay. That's 2 minutes slower than my unnerfed Technomancer. The nerf version of the minigun build actually takes a little bit faster. I think a minute faster than that. Wow, as you can see right there, that ability usually takes 90% of my Pyromancer's life. This character, with all the buffs up, nothing. Actually need ammo there. Okay, so that fight took a minute and a half, roughly. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get gold on this, but it's going to be pretty damn close. It's going to be pretty damn close. And who says this class does little damage? Obviously, they all made their builds wrong. No, but I can obviously already see that this class does do less damage than all the other ones, for sure. If you're talking about firepower build, that is. I think for anomaly power build, this class does roughly about the same damage as most others. You. No? This will kill you. Ooh, that was rough. Right there. Okay. That actually went faster than I predicted. I might be able to finish this in 10 minutes. And then that will put me completely in the gold.
Huh. There's a pod here. Damn thing crashed into the pipes. Those pumps might clear up the flood.
Yes, you can delay that, by the way. I didn't really say this, but if you are on cooldown and your leap is not on cooldown, you can actually like jump up here, stay here for a little bit, and then go down, so that all your skills is like, you know, off cooldown. That is something you can definitely do. Oops. That was me waiting too long. Okay, though. this way. So we will come at them from this way. Ooh, that was 800,000 damage from that. Beautiful. As you see, the shotgun does a ton of damage also. Well, not the shotgun, but the mod on the shotgun that does the AoE blast. Can I finish the rest of this in under 7 minutes? Probably.
The flood's cleared up. I can reach the pod now. No! You stupid thing. Get down here. Gotcha. Woo. Hello. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. While you're charging, you're also immune to stagger. However, you're not immune to freeze. So be careful with
creatures that freeze. They're annoying. I'll wait for that to come back. And we'll do a full combo on them. Whew, this video is long. Only because this class is very slow, as you can see. It just doesn't have the deeps. But it is very tanky. Ow. Ow. Wow, I can't believe I survived that. Any other class would have died. I mean, I totally did that on purpose. To show you guys how tanky this class is, obviously. You think I actually purposefully failed there? Or accidentally failed there? Yeah. You did it on gold. Holy crap, that was amazing. Can't believe I actually got gold on that.
All right, Zahidi, I found one of our pods. And as a bonus, we can all start bathing again.
Excellent. That water's gonna be a lifesaver, Outrider. I'll be sure to bring people the good news.
Outrider detected. Access granted.
So yes, Devastator, really good class. At least this build makes it really, really fun. One. Alright. Let's check out our deeps. I love looking at the status screen at the end of a run just to see how much damage I did. It's great. Alright, so take a look. Our damage dealt is nearly a quarter. Dang. 235 million damage. Accuracy 80%. I mean, we only shot a couple of times, so makes sense. 18 critical hits. Here's where it comes in. 2.5 million damage blocked. This is coming from the skill 15% damage mitigation, if you remember. That blocks a lot of damage. So, yeah. Not only that, if you get damage during Boulderdash, I believe that also reduces damage because Boulderdash might give you Golem while you're dashing. Not sure there. But it does surround you in rocks, and that's what Golem does. So, but yeah, the actual damage I took is actually very little. Most of the damage was mitigated and blocked, so that's really good. Healing obviously comes from Leech. That's where most of your healing will come from in this game. And damage dealt. Boulderdash dealt a total of 86 million damage. The kinetic mod actually out-damaged Bled there, which is crazy. Usually these two are swapped from my previous runs. But as you can see, the kinetic stomp mod on the shotgun is a must. You have to have it. It does so much damage. Bleed, because you're applying so much of it, it does damage. The earthquake does a lot of damage. And your gravity leap does the least amount of damage, but it is there so that you deal 1.5 times more damage to every enemy. Alright. And of course the other mod on the shotgun also did 7 million damage. So as you can see, this build is actually really fun, in my opinion. It's very slow, for sure. But if you like just being in the middle of a mob, shirking off damage as if they're throwing water balloons at you, then dang, this is a build for you. And you're not lacking in damage at all either. You're just dealing your damage at a slower pace. So your DPS is less, but your damage is basically the same as almost every other class. In total, at least, right? But yeah, thank you guys for hanging on there. It is a little bit longer video than all the others, simply because this class takes a little bit longer to play. I really do enjoy it. I didn't think I would like the Devastator very much, but I found a build that I truly do enjoy playing it with. And hey, it is tier 15 viable across all tier 15 maps. I guarantee it. Because I've done fights against humans, I've done fights against beasts, I've done fight against the what are they called, like the primals, or the really angry psychic enhanced humans. That yeah, those guys. But yeah, so give this build a try. I guarantee you will like it, and I'll see you guys next time. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. It will make me so happy. And I'll see you guys next time. I said that like 3 times now. So, peace.